Oggi è l'11 settembre del 2014 e abbiamo Canemania. Canemania.
In her 1995 article on PK canes in the cane collection,
She hasn't stolen my lines, nor has she stolen my illustrations, so there is light at the end of the tunnel. Has been largely overlooked until now, but for some years I've been researching toy shops.
It was very important, and how you produced your stick was very important. Again, different types. This one is orange. This one, do you see the banding this way? Well, this is a 3-foot long stick. So how big was the tree, and how many sticks could you get out of the tree to make that? There's the pimento trees getting. You saw that with the bandsaw, how they were cutting them up. How many actually bits of wood would you get out of that? Not many. So you've cut your halo down, and now you're making the handle. Now they didn't have tungsten carbide blades there. I cannot imagine how many times they were sharpening blades with all the dirt and everything else on the roots. Amazing. 30,000 a week they made. This is very interesting. Watch carefully. You can see it's steaming away. He hasn't got gloves on his hand. This is how they made their perfect hook. Bent it round the form. Okay, then he gets a piece of cord, he ties it together in a bow. That's it. You do that day in, day out, day in, day out. They had kilns galore. This looks like dry sand. Again, it looks to me like they're putting hazel in there just by what the stick is. So here they're just, again, making sure the stick is straight and true. That stick is hot. That is, as I say, there's no gloves. Can you imagine what his hands must have been like? They called it a regular beehive, and I can see why. Silver. Now they're starting to make actually a silver handle. So he's cutting that. It's a little bit indistinct, but you'll see them. In the end, you'll see an eagle or eagle's head. Yes, this is, I think, a little bit of PR. But it just shows the quality of everything. Quality had to be number one there. There, you can just see the eagle's head here. There's its beak down there. This is making, see, preparing for ferruling. He's actually rebating that to make sure that the ferrule fits perfectly. Final polishing. photos to say somebody has made something, you look down the length of it, and you think, well, an ordinary stick can do something different to it, and they lose interest. No, it's horse chestnut. It's a mate. This one.
My favorite is Broadway cities absolutely so you see, for example, here, the weather pattern is quite gorgeous. Pimenta is on firm just in the corner there. But I've got some unusual natural sticks here. This is the Jersey cabbage. So this is the same as the edible cabbage, except it grows about 10 to 12 feet high. And it's only grown in the Channel Islands, but you can somehow manage to survive. You can still get the seeds through.
I think and then you see the inches of the height of the house.
This is a plastic can. It's very early plastic. Yes, you can find very expensive. And that was £1,000. No, starts to change. The lacquer starts to fashion today.
Malacca?
You can buy it?
Yes.
And where?
But on the internet, you can find there are wholesalers.
The catalogues you showed us, have they been published?
Questa radica, no? Questa è la radica, la dice questo qua è palma, no? Guarda, bambù con radici. Questi legni di bambù, con le radici. Si vede come sono.
We all know the word, but nobody knows the parts.
Ça c'est quoi?
Hot sand.
La sabbia calda, hot sand. Messi sulla sabbia calda, poi li laviamo.
English or Chinese, German. Folk art, folk, painted dogs, folk, ivory, silver, Chinese, some German ones. 1933.
And you sell it?
Well, sold it today here.
You know how much?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
tell me how much you...
you tell me.
I think we speak. You take also euro?
Recently turned up in Chicago, but now I'm pleased to say is reunited with the family. It may well have been given to William's grandson, who emigrated to the USA, to Brooklyn, New York. Stick was once in a large collection of English folk art and treen in Stroud, Gloucestershire. And I'm pleased to say this is the one that when I first met Dominic, he promptly called from under his desk and said, I think I've got one of those.
ただあれだよ回数っていうかそうだよあ大丈夫
Well, our next speaker really needs no introduction. Renzo Trevelesi from Italy is a great supporter of Canemania. He was the curator, for those who don't know, of a magnificent exhibition held in Siena a few years ago, which was a tremendous success. He and colleagues formed the Mondo Bastoni group from Italy, and I'm very, very grateful to him, especially for generating so much interest in this event with our Italian collectors, who we're very thrilled are all here.
First of all, I would like to express my thanks and appreciation to the organizers of Canemania 2014. Especially, I would like to greet my friend Dominique, who did the hardest, but I believe the most satisfying part of the job. I can't, however, not mentioning and thanking Michael German, true and dear friend. When Dominic asked me to carry a report, I believe he was really courageous. In fact, I am not much of a scholar, but a simple passionate about antique canes.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is Dr. Alberto Zina. Again, like Renzo, a well-known figure to the cane community and to Canemania. We're very grateful for him to come and speak. He is also one of the founder members of Mondo Bastoni and a curator. And he's going to tell us about an important recent walking cane discovery. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cane of St. Joseph, the spouse of the very holy Virgin Mary. And here, our history begins during my hometown, the first capital of Italy.
Eccoci qua col grande mercatino, arriva il mercatino, questo è il mercatino di Canemania. L'arvolo non so niente, sarebbe questo, non so. How much for this, l'arvolo?
That one is 8,500
pounds.
Quanto?
8.500 pounds.
I will show you tomorrow. Yeah, especially for water.
50? Aspetta, cos'è? 50.000 pound.
This talk will be on Art Nouveau and Art Deco canes, and before I start, I would like to specify something that probably everybody in this room already knows, but I have found out over the past years that very often the terms of Art Nouveau and Art Deco get mixed up together.
Hello, good evening. Some of you might remember my past presentations in Milan about the canes of the King of Italy. In Chicago, the cane connected somehow with the Emperor of Brazil. Today we are dealing with a walking stick that did not belong to a king nor to an emperor, but for something completely different, to a miner.
Andiamo in giro per Kensington oggi, che è sabato e che è il 13 settembre, e vediamo le case dell'aristocrazia, visto che la famiglia reale, molti componenti si sono trasferiti qua. Abbiamo da vedere un sacco di bei palazzi.